Shlama Amchun, Brichei Mititchun. This is the second part of Herget Qaryan of Reading Syriac, Book 2 in the Eastern script, beginning with Lesson 16. Herget Shetaser. Khnan Attun. Khnan is we, and Attun is you, plural, masculine or mixed, not all female. So Khnan and Attun. Go'a, hats. Khawre, companions or friends. Msane, shoes. Bnei, sons, also children. So here he's teaching the I have, you have. So eat is to have. You see here, eat. And to it you put the chlapshma suisa, the attached pronoun. So itlan, we have. Khnan, itlan beita rabba. We have a big house. Attun, itilchon kirke sumake. You have read notebooks. Atin, so it's a group of girls. Atin, itilchin go'a khaware. You have red hats. Hanun, them. Itilhon khawre kashire. They have fast friends. The word kashire here is mean that they put effort into their friendship. Khawre kashire. Hanin, so them but female. Hanin. Itilhin msane okame. They have black shoes. Abnaya, the children. Rachmin pere basime. Love delicious fruit. Bnatha, so it's specifically female children, the girls. Qatpan habbawe khware. The girls, they pluck white flowers. Shwale pannak thuthanait. Atin, aton, it, beita. Hanin, it, msane. Khnan, it, khawre. So you're just using what's here to fill these in. Beth, sim shma heduka nuqze. So put the names on the dots where they would be appropriate. Azba, which is like grass. Dma, blood. Talga, snow. Lucha, a board as in a chalkboard. Lakhtheuta halimnata etelhunqo ay sumake. Herget shwaser. Qato kama, the black cat. Urcha, which is the path or the way. Kama, how much. Dame, he seems. Ukbre, mice or rats. We don't distinguish in Syriac between a mouse and a rat. Ukbre. Ta Yosef, khziqata. Come Joseph, see the cat. Hayathu wal yad urcha. He sits on the side of the way. Khurk madame. Laria, look how much he resembles the lion. Qata sagi dame al-arya. The cat very much resembles the lion. Bresha, in head. Ba'ayne, in eyes. Adne, in ears. Baragle, in feet or legs. Qata side, the cat hunts. Uqbre min beita. Mice, rats from the house. So he drives them, he hunts them out from the house. Qata side uqbre min beita. Kedkape, nawe baqala. Rama, typo here, that elif should be a nun. Kedkapin, nawe. So it's the sound the cat makes. Qala Rama, in a loud voice. Nawe. From the top, qatu kama, urkhakma dame uqbre. Ta Yosef ziqata, hayata wal yad urkha. Khurkma dame larya. قاط السقي دام الأريا بريش شاب عين بدن برغلين قاط سايد أقبر من بيتا كد كاب النوب قال راما لختوتا قاط هانا سايد أقبر من بيتا هرقت مانسر قري هاخن Thus, read. قائم, قايم, آر, آيار, pach, payach. So قائم is to arise, stand up. Ar is air. Pach is like to blow, to breathe. Sathwa, winter. Qaita, summer. Qa'ar, to get cold. Eyes, to get strong. قائم. طليا قائم قدام ترعى. The boy stands in front of the door. Sa'id, sawa sa'id, nune min yamma. So sa'id is to hunt, but we also hunt fish, even with a hook or a net. So sa'id works as well with a rifle as it does with a rod and reel. Sa'id, sawa sa'id, nune min yamma. In English we would say, the old man fishes from the sea. In literally, it would be the old man hunts fish out of the sea. Sa'im, so to place. Akha sa'im khazura b'ghosala. Brother placed his apples in the basket. Pa'ach, arecha pa'ach min habbawe. So smells, they do this. They peichin, they pa'ach. So the smell pa'ach min habbawe. It blows or it drifts forward. It's pa'ach, the movement of sin through the air, like almost like wind. Eyes, so to get strong. So the heat becomes strong in the day of summer. Khar, Dewa, so should be a dot down there. Dewa, the wolf. Khar, he looks. Al Gadya, on the lamb. Zora, on the little lamb. Dewa, Khar al Gadya Zora. Qar, Qar, Sathwa, Ar, Sagi, Qar. In winter, the air gets very cold, or greatly it coldens. Forgive the non-English verb there. Talya qa'im qdam tar'a, sawa sa'id nuna min yamma, akha sa'im khazur b'ghawsala, recha pach min habbawe, khuma aiz b'yomat qeita, dewa kha'ar al-gadi as'ara, satwa ar sagi qa'ar. شوالي بصير هرقة وبدني كثير وثنائيت. إيكا قائم طليا. So write it out. Where does the young boy قائم? Where does he stand? Where is he? مانا سائد ساوى. إيمت عائز خومة. مون سائم أخب سالة. إيمت آر هاوي قريرة. So that's when will the air be? هاوي. For him to be, and it's هاوي. إيمت آر هاوي قريرة. And here it says to compose. Lachim, skulaye, so opposite. So a skula is something that's opposite. Lachim skulaye lachdade. Chdade means each other. So one another. You maybe think of it as the word khad, one with two dalets. Chdada, right? So each other. Lachdade. Akhqaitha of sitwa, summer and winter. So he's asking for opposites. Lachim skulaye. لغدادة أقيت وستوى صبرا كريا رابا إمامة خوارة رمشة أريخة زؤورة أليليا أوكاما. And here ركو ثلاثة بذغمة. So compose 3 sentences. السثوى on winter. أخ سثوى هاو قورة لختيوتا ساوهانا ساعدنونا من يما. Hirgat Sha'asir. Zagad with Sipra, the bell of the schoolhouse. Zaga, the bell. Shama, he hears. Moda, it indicates. Shayha, so like a game. Hazaga Naqish. Behold, the bell rings. Shma maram qala dila. Hear how loud, how up is his sound. Zaga moda al-addanad hirga. The bell indicates the time of lesson. Moda lan up al-addanad shahya. It also tells us when it's time to play. Kab sapra naqish zaga. In the morning when the bell tolls. Kulya lo pa'al sidra. Every learner enters into his grade. Al sidra. قارئ أو كاتب, he reads or he writes. وخد برمشة ناقش, and when in the evening it strikes. كل خد طاعن, each one takes, carries. صملة, his case. وهابخ الويتا, and he returns home. From the top, زاقد with صبرة, زاقة شمة مودع شيء. ها زاقة ناقش ما رم قال ديلة, زاقة مودع على دانت هرقا, مودع لن أبل دانت شيء. كد صبرة ناقش, زاقة كل يالو بعد, صدرة وقارئ وكاتب, وخد برمشة ناقش, كل خطاء صمدة وهابخ الويتا. لختيوتا زاقة مودالا على دانت هرقا. هرقت إسرين إن شورا with. I was a child, shawra. So Syriac, we have several words for child when they're in their mother's womb or still on their mother's breast. They're ula, so that's like a fetus or an infant. Then they become shawre, which is, see, the father is able to toss them. They're shawra, he's a shawra. And then they become talya, which is like a young child. And then aima, and then they're an adult. Inna shawra with. Bura. Bura can be kind of an unkind word. Like if you say it of an adult, that man is bura, it means he's kind of uncouth, like unpolite. It can also be waste, like a land can be bura, but in this case, on a child, it probably means just unlettered. I haven't yet learned the basics, the ABCs. He's bura. Yerbith means I grew. I became rab, I became big. Yerbith. Qomtha, which is height or size. Shnaya, years. Inna shawra with ora. I am a small boy. Inna shawra with ora. La qari, not reading. La katu, not writing. With, I was. Illa akhtalya bura, but as a unlearned, unlettered boy. Baganath shawre. So ganath shawre or ganath shawre is the garden of children, kindergarten. Baganath shawre yati with. I sat in kindergarten. Illa hasha ha yerbith, but now I have gotten big. Up qomtha, up bashnaya, both in size and in years. ويضن كل يضنا, and I know كل ألبث, all the ABCs, ألب and beth. With likthawa waqnaya, and I have a book and pins. From the top, inna shawra with mura yerbith qomtha shnaya. Inna shawra with zora la qaru la kathuna la katu with. إلا أختلي بأورا بغنت شوري ياتي with. إلا هشا هايربث أبقمثا أب بشنية ويدا كل الأبث ويتلي كتاوة وقنية. أرجد إسرين وخذ كد زاقة ناقش, as the bell tolls. Share, he begins. Zaim comes from the root zam, which is like for something to buzz. Like I'd use it more of a telephone buzzing. So I'd say, Gaya Zayin, the phone is buzzing. But about a bell, that could also work, especially if it's shrill. Shlim, it means it finished. Zaga, so that's a bell. Zagya. Kedzaga bsapra naqish, as the bell rings in the morning. Na'ul sidra qarilan, that to enter into our grade he calls us. Ukhadha bramsha naqish, and as returning in the evening he rings. Nizal waita, to go home. Sharilan, it begins us. Sapra ket qale zaim, in the morning as its sound buzzes or rings. Dashlim shaya amarlan, to end the play, it tells us. Umalpana ateu qaim, and the teacher comes and stands. Uzoga zoga sadarlan, and pair by pair. So this is a Syriac use zoga, zoga. We double words to kind of say, to bring it together, like zoga, zoga, pair in pairs. So paired up in pairs, we go pair of pairs. Zoga, zoga, shut sadarlan. From the top. Kid zaga naqish. Share زايم شلم زاجة كد زاجة بصبرة ناقش ناقل صدرة قارلا وخدها بخبرمشة ناقش نزل ويتها شارلا بصبرة كد قال زائم دشلم مشية أمرلا وملبانا آثي وقائم زوجة زوجة صدرلا هرقد السن وترين صيادة مهيرة. So a hunter who is a skillful hunter. Arnoa, a hare. Swa, he wanted. Sidla comes from sandla, sandal. Sho'a and Zona, time. Zahya sayadam hira. Zahya is a skillful hunter. Swab khad yom nizal al-seda. He wanted one day to go hunting. The wish sidla briglau. He put on sandals on his legs. Our legs and feet are the same thing. Rigla. Usam qu'a al-rishe, and he put a hat on his head. Wizzal awa, and he went to the forest. It's saggi ilane shu'e, that has many trees, rocks. So it's a very rocky, tree-filled forest. Uwathar sha'atha sadkhda arnwa, and after an hour he hunted a hare, rabbit. What lathione, and 3 doves. Ukhamish supre, and 5 birds. Nekhe zahya, long live Zaya. Nekhe sayada mahira. Shualin panna khtilthanait leka swa zahya nizal mana laush briglau mana sam al reshe leka azil. So this is lamet space word eka starting with alap contracted to leka. Hana sad. So here he hunted. Beth Eina ithle, which has it. Trengippe, 2 wings. Arba 4 legs. So you say if it has, like a camel has 4 legs, a bird has 2 legs, they want you to use trengippe and arba here. Gamla ithle, arya ithle, and you would say. Gamel ركو ثلاث بذغمة الصبرة. So 3 sentences about the bird. لختوتا زاهية ثلاث يونة وخمس صبرة. هرقد اسرين وثلاثة. شماهد رمزة. Hana, هذا, this, and this feminine. So you say Hana is for something male. Hana shawra. هذا is for female. هذا Bartha, this girl. Harka, here. How is that masculine? Hay is that feminine. That big dot on the top, nubzarurwa, on the top of the head tells you it's the word that. The waw tells you it's masculine. The yud tells you it's feminine. So how, hay. H-A-W, H-A-Y. Taman, of course, there's 2 memes here. That's a 4 consonant word, tam and man. Taub tachamim, mim skapanun, tamman. Khur harka, look here, khaza'ath, and you will see. Ha qasra shapira, a beautiful castle, qasra. Hana qasra, 8th big, ganta rabtha. In this castle there's a big garden. Hada ganta itla shura rama, this garden has a tall wall. Shura taman, khaza'at. I think I made a mistake, it should be khur, there should be a khet here. Khur tama, Ukhaza'at. Look there, and you will see. Ha nahra, a river. Behold the river. Sid khakla, along the plowed field. How nahra, that river. Ithbe saginune, has a lot of fish in it. Hay khakla, ithba zar'atawa, that field has good seed in it. From the top, shmahid ramza. Hana hadi harka how hay taman. Khur harka ukhaza'at. Ha qasra shapira. هانا قصرة إثبي جنتا ربثا وهذا جنتا إثلا شورا راما خورتاما وخازات ها نهر صد خقلا هو نهر إثبي سجنونه هو خقلا إثبا زرع طاوة لختيوتا هذا جنتا إثلا شورا راما هرجد إصرين أربع ما قرر سثوة how cold winter, and we supply is in English, so how cold is winter. Syriac we don't need it. ما قرر سثوة مطرة rain رعل it's like to shake ماطي to arrive نشبة wind نشبة it blows قورة cold بيوم سقي مطرة in the day much rain باخيوسب من شوكا Joseph returned from the market كدرعائل من قورة as he was quivering from cold وعمي كلبه and along with him his dog وخدماتي الويتا as they arrive home إيتو قدام نهرة he sat before the fire وخار and looked من كوثة out of the window وخزا المطرة ناخت and he saw that the rain comes down المطرة ناخث وشما قال روح نشبة and he heard the sound of the wind of the spirit that was blowing. So wind and spirit are the same word. It's also the word for the element of air. So wind and spirit. روح Immar, he said, oh ma qarir sathwa, oh how cold is winter. Wahma basima nuhrab hana yoma, and how delightful is a fire on this day. From the top, ما قرر سثوة مطرة راعل ماطي نشبة قورة بيوم سقي مطرة بخيوسب من شوكا كدراعل من قورة وأمي كلبه خدماتي الويتا ايتو قدم نهرة وخار من كوثة وخزد مطرة ناخد وشمقال روح هاد نشبة امار او ما قرر سثوة وخما بسيم نهرة بهانا يوما لختيوتا ما قرر سثوة وخما بسيمة نهرة هرقد عسرين خمسة شماهد رمزة. So names of indication, indicative nouns, I think. Harka here, halin those, taman there, henun these, henin these feminine. Khur harka ukhazi'at. هالين مناتها راطن بغو مرجع. These daughters, but here it means girls, they run راحتين بغو مرجع in the meadow, grassy field. خورتامان, look there, وخازئات, and you will see. هانون قورة, those men, زرعين خطة, they plant خطة, wheat, بخقلة in the field. هان النشة, these women, لقطا زيت من إيلان, they pluck olives from trees. كل يالوبا, every learner, student, ياثو يالوبي, sits among students. وكل يالوبثا, every female learner, يثبا يالوباثا. So that would be a way of saying that it's a segregated gender school. You would say madrashta or bet sapra Eika kul yalopa yathu yalope ukul yaloptha yathba yalopatha. So they're referring to them as yalope, they're equally students, but there's yalope and yalopatha. Lachthilta henun gaure zar'in khitte bkhaqla. These men plant wheat in the field. Hirgit asrin wishta. So lesson 26. Qadisha mar Ephraim Suryaya. Saint Ephraim the Syrian. Qadisha, the Holy One, the Saint. Alip, teaches. Baryana, reading. Eta, the church. Qadisha mar Ephraim, home el pana dilan Rabba, our great teacher. Sagira khimwa latlaye, he greatly loved children. Alip, Manaya wa Natha Qaryana, he taught boys and girls reading. ألبس بناتا نخت خواري, and he had the girls put on white garments or white dresses. كل يوم زمرا وبأيتا, and every day they would sing in the church. كل خد منا راخم الهانا ملبانا ربا. Then all of us love this great teacher. From the top, قديشة مر أبرم سريايا قديشة آلب قريانا عيتا. قديشة مر أبرم هو ملبانا ديلا ربا. سقي راخموا لطلاية آلب نيا وناثا قريانا. ألبش بناتا نخت خوارن كل يوم زمرا وبعيتا. كل خد منن راخم هانا ملبانا ربا ولختوتا. قديشة مر أبرم آلب ناتا وزمارة دقيتا. So Zumara is a song. هرقت أسرين شوقة. شبلد زرعة. So shibla is like the top of the wheat, the corns of the wheat or the wheat berries. Khazada, which is the reaping. Zar'a, which is a seed. Shible, which are the wheat berries. And speak, something that's empty. بخد من يوم أخزادة, in one of the days of harvest, of the you cut the wheat. نبق متى أم آوا ديله. Matthew went out with his father الخقلة to the field. نخزة الزرعة, that he would see the zar'a, the seed. وخزة خداش شبلد ريشة راما, and he saw a wheatberry, or the group of wheatberries was taller than the others. His head was high. وخزة خداش شبلد ريشة راما. شائل آوا ديلا, he asked his father, Mana mar'aw, why, my lordship father, shibla hade reshe ram, is this wheat, this ear of wheat have it taller, is holding his head high. Immar awa, oh bir, da, oh my son, no. The khul reshed hachen ram, every head that thus is tall, speak min kul middim, is empty of everything. So it's empty-headed, that's why it's tall. One who stands up above the crowd. So from the top, بخد من يوم خزادة نبق متيم أودي للخقلة نغز زرعة. وخزا خداش شبلة دريش رام. شال أوديلة لبنا مرأة الشبلة هذا ريش رام. ومرأة أو بر داد خل ريشة هاخن رام speak من كل مدم. لختيوتا كل ريشة رام and speak من كل مدم. هرقد إسرين وثمانية هاشا باسن. قريو, he drew near. نطبع, he will drown. Pasan, save me. Nskhe, he will swim. Shawra Zora, a little boy. Nkhet Nahrad Nskhe, he went to a river that he would swim, or to swim, and we put this in the future tense. Nskhe. So he went to the river that he would swim. He hasn't swam yet. It's Nskhe. Ukhed la yad'a wa sakhwa, and as he did not know how to swim, Qrew natba, it came near that he would drown. He hasn't drowned yet. It came near that he would that he would be drowned. So again, that noon beginning of the future, that natba. Waqra al-ghawra khad qa'im wa ta'man, and he called a man, one who was standing there, Ked Amar, as he was saying, Qrew dada, draw near, uncle. Qrew dada tawo passan, come near, come to me, good uncle, and save me. Ha tawa'ana, that now taba'ana, that now I drowned. Waqrew gawra wemarle, and the man drew near and said to him, Aw shawra kad sakhwa la yada'at, oh boy, that you do not know how to swim. Ilmun, to what? Why? Nakhid al nahra, do you go down into the river? Marle shawra, oh dada tawa, oh good uncle. Passan hasha min mota, save me now from death. Kinemar kul middim etsawi'at. Then I will tell you everything that you want to know. So from the top, شورز أوران خيل النهر نسخ وخد لا يدا وسخوة قرل النطبة وقرا الغورة خاد قائم وتامن كذامر قرو داد طاو بحسن ها طبنا وقرو قورة ومرلي أو شورة كانت السخوة لا يدا المو ناخد النهر امر للشورة او ده طاوة بحسن هشا من موتا كان امر كل ما تساوي الاختيوتا امر قورة مو ناخد النهر هرقت اسرين تشعة ريشة قشمة is the body العل above nash man شعوثة is like waxy or yellow. So we use it for the color yellow. We call sha'utha, which we also use for blonde. So we call blonde people that they're yellow. And yellow itself, it takes its color from beeswax. Sha'utha. Resha. Sim al-almin gushma with bit. The head is placed above the body and it has khad pumma, one mouth. Khad nkhira, one nose. Tartin aine, two eyes. Tartin idna, and two ears. كل ناش بيد بوما آخل وشات. Every man by his mouth eats and drinks. بيد نخيرة سائق ريخة, and by his nose he dries in scent. بيد عينه خاز كل مدنم, and by his eyes he sees everything. بيد أدنى شمقالة, by ears he hears sound. ريشة هانا إثل سعرة وكامة. This head has black hair. سارة دطلاية أو وكامة. Children's hair is either black. سارة دطلاية أو وكامة هاوي أو شعوثة is either black or yellow, blonde. إلا سارة دساوي, but the hair of old people خوارة. From the top, ريشة سيمن قش ريشة سيم العلم من قشمة وثبت. خد بوما خد نخيرة ترتنين وترتن أدنى. كل ناش بيد بوما آخل وشاطئ. بيد نخيرة سائق ريخة. بيد عيني خازي كل مدنم وبيد أدنى شمعة قانا. ريشة هانا اتل سعرة وكامة. سعرة تطلاية أو وكامة هاوي أو شعوثة إلا سعرة زاوي خوارة. هرجة دتفلاطين. So Lesson 30. Alaha Hawyulpana. This is a very famous beginning of a poem by Mar Eprim. Alaha Hawyulpana. O God, give knowledge. Aina, that's to which. Melkutha, kingdom. Butlana. Butlana is like lacking anything. So it's we would say like not doing anything profitable. He is batila. Or batlana could be like taking a break, not doing anything, being unproductive. Or lamse, he is not able. So something lamse means an incapacity. So from the top, alaha hawi yulpana, il-aina drachim yulpana. God, give knowledge to whoever, whichever loves learning. So God give. Yulpana is not knowledge, it's more like learning. So God give learning to he who loves learning. Wal Rabbad Malib Shapir, and to the great one who teaches beautifully. Nehwe Rabba Melikutha. He will be great in the kingdom. Aina Darachim Yulpana Nehwe Kashir Kul Eddan. Whoever loves learning will be successful always. Waina Darachim Butlana, but he who loves not doing anything, lamsad nihwe kashira, cannot be successful. So the idea is that only he who busies himself with study is able to have something that is fruitful. From the top, alaha hawyulpana ain drachim yulpana wad rabba malib shapir nihwe rabba melikutha ain drachim yulpana nihwe kashir khul addan wain drachim butlana lamsad nihwe Kashira. Last lesson, Herga Datlatin Ukhad. Shlim Kthawa. The book ended. Pauda, mistake. Shatha, ear. Push, remain. Shlama, peace. Hashlim Likthawa Hana. Now this book is ended. Winna hasha qarena la pauda. And I now read it without a mistake. ويض أنا كل ملة إثبات, and I know every word that's in it. شاتت قذمة, in the year that's coming. سالقنا الصدر رام, I go up to the grade that is tall. وشاقلنا كتاوى رب من hana, and I take the book that is higher than this one. Push بشلامة صدر ديل رخيمة. Goodbye, my beloved grade. Push بشلامة كتاوى ديل بسيمة. Goodbye, my delightful book. So, push بشلامة.